Hey, what's going on, invaders? Welcome to another episode of From the Production Room. What this is it's a program that's all about the behind the scenes and the stories behind the pieces of production that we make here at Zorch Radio. So maybe it's a promo for an upcoming concert, or maybe it's a piece of production to introduce something. It's usually got a lot of stories behind the pieces and the history behind how I chose some of the tracks and everything along those lines. I thought, why not give you the details on the behind the scenes work of that? So today's topic is all about December 5th gig going on at Darrell's Tavern in North Seattle. So every year there's a surf gig that's put on by Tom and Kathy here in the Pacific Northwest. Tom and Kathy have been married now for 33 years this upcoming Saturday, and for their anniversary they put on a surf gig to celebrate. Now that's how you know you found a keeper right there. Tom is a local artist here in the Pacific Northwest, does a lot of work for bands and around the area, shops, does freelance work, poster work, all that sort of thing. He did the poster for the gig, of course. Plus, he's an avid surf head, and he's an invader. He always tunes in to the Zorch Radio on Thursday nights on Real Punk Radio. So when he asked, hey, Jake, do you think you can DJ this upcoming gig and bring some surf records? I was like, hell yeah, I can. Love to do that. We got Aloha Screwdriver is headlining the gig, plus Seattle absolute staples, the Verb, are playing alongside of Banzai Surf. There's also the Klipspringer dance troupe who performed last year at Tom and Kathy's gig under a different name. And there's also going to be an Elvis Santa. So I don't know if he's going to be handing out peanut butter banana sandwiches instead of peppermint canes, or I don't know what. We'll see. I don't know the details on that. It'll be fun one way or another. And like I said, I'll be spinning records from the time the doors open till the bar kicks me out. So I didn't have enough work really to build enough for a promo for the show, and so I had to use some of my contacts. I got in touch with Joe, the surf guitarist and head honcho of Banzai Surf, and he emailed me a couple of tracks. That one that you hear there is called Werewolves on Wheels, and that's a track that he submitted. So Joe, thanks for sending that in. Additionally, Aloha Screwdriver, I didn't have any work from them. I will be getting some this upcoming Saturday because I know they'll have some merch for sale, but I had to use some of my contacts for that as well. So I got in touch with local rockabilly show Shake the Shack on KEXP. If you haven't tuned into it, awesome rockabilly program. And it's not just rockabilly, it kind of branches out a little bit on the branches of it too. KEXP is the network that does it. It's a non-profit independent show, non-profit independent network as well, so you know it's honest, genuine programming that they're playing for you. Got in touch with Cousin Mike, and he was kind enough to lend me a copy of Aloha Screwdriver's album, The Haunted Planet. So one of the hooks from Aloha Screwdriver that you hear on the promo is their track Click Bang Boom. I'm going to post a link on how to buy this, also a link for the RSVP on the concert down below, so you can get the copy for yourself if maybe you can't attend to the gig. Additionally, I also had some help from Hunter King. Now, Hunter King does an awesome surf show on the network WTUL. His show is called Storm Surge of Reverb. It goes on Mondays, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, he's based out of New Orleans, so it's a different time zone, but I just follow what the alarm is that's set on my cell phone. I just tune in every week. But Hunter King is like the go-to man when it comes to surf music here, at least in my opinion. He knows a lot of stuff. Him and John Paul on Fiberglass Jungle, those guys are the honchos, if you ask me. But I got in touch with Hunter and I said, hey, can you email me a couple of tracks? I'm building this promo and we'll see what we can do. And he was like, yeah. So he sent me a copy of Double Barrel, which is the second track. I'm not sure off the top of my head which order it was, but that's the second one, the first or the second hook from Aloha Screwdriver that you hear in there. Additionally, got some music from the Verb in there as well. And since the December 5th gig with Tom and Kathy is the album release party for the Verb's new album, Only Verb Can Break Your Heart, I got in touch with the band and was lucky enough to meet up with Matt from the band on Monday. We met up at Hattie's Hat during the Dungoners and Gerard Collier gig and was able to get an advance copy of this one. This album I have been waiting for years. And when I say years, I mean years. 8 years to be exact. I first heard the Verb back in like 2007, early 2007, and I got a copy of their album Reverberated for Your Pleasure. It's a monster 5-piece surf band, and if you don't have this, we've got a giveaway going on 66 Second Reviews. It's like an album recommendation show that we do here at Zorch Radio. Just go to zorchradio.com. We got an archive there. But I heard him in 2007, and I was blown away. I was like, holy, this is awesome. I gotta get more of this stuff. So at the time, I was doing a local music show on KGRG. That show was called DIY, and it covered all genres in the Pacific Northwest. It was hip-hop and metal and pop, everything. It was just underground music, and so I was lucky enough to have them come up and perform live on that. And I've been carrying this every studio I've been to ever since then. This is their playlist from the live performance on there, and if you look at that last track on the playlist from their performance on August 22nd, 2007, I have We Will Be Cautious. We Must Be Cautious on there, and I remember hearing that song for the first time. Blew my mind. That's on their album here. Everything on Only Verb Can Break Your Heart was recorded in 2008, so they've been sitting on it a while, and I'm just glad that they're finally getting it out there. So, that being said, get a copy of this on Saturday, December 5th at Darrell's Tavern. There's going to be a lot of merch. I think last year they had Double Crown Records had a booth there as well, so there should be a handful of other surf stuff that you can get at the gig. It's going to be fun, but I'm going to stop talking about that. That's all this background stuff on this piece. Here's the details on it. I'm going to post links for the albums as well. See you on Saturday, December 5th at Darrell's Tavern for Santa's Surf Spectacular.
Ho, 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 Daddy! Grab your surfboard and your sleigh bells, because Saturday, December 5th at Darrell's Tavern, we are cranking that reverb up to 11. It's Santa's Surf Spectacular, featuring Aloha Screwdriver. Plus, the Verb. And Banzai Surf. On top of all that, we've got the Klipspringer dance troupe, Elvis, Santa, and Zorch Radio's Djake Noose to spin surf records all night long. Darrell's Tavern is located at 18041 Aurora Avenue North in North Seattle. Santa's Surf Spectacular is also the album release party for the Verb's new LP, Only the Verb Can Break Your Heart. Doors open at 9 p.m., it's 21 and up, and tickets are $10 at the door. That's 3 surf bands, a surf DJ, a dance troupe, and Elvis Santa. Saturday, December 5th at Darrell's Tavern. It's Santa's Surf Spectacular.